that defines constitution. Number 1 is Section 26 under the Contract Act 1950. It says that as a general rule, an agreement without consideration is void. Number 2 is Section 2D of the Contract Act 1950. Defines consideration as something done, not done, or promised by the promisee at the request of the promisor in exchange for a promise. The words consideration basically means that each party must give something in return. To be precise, a contract is not valid if only one party get the benefit. So there is no consideration there, so the consideration is void. So in this video, my friends and I will be presenting a case that falls under the application of consideration, which is the Kapung Prospecting Ltd and Smith 1968.
Where is the perfect man, huh? I think over there. No. I found the perfect one. There's someone there. Let me check. Nak mengganggu pakcik. Pakcik orang sini ke?
Ya dah tu. Pakcik orang sini.
Oh, tanah-tanah ni semua siapa punya?
Setahu pakcik lah ke. Sana tu Pak Duan punya tanah. Yang hujung sana tu Ahmad punya tanah. Pak apa pun tanya?
Sebab saya nak cari tanah kat sini.
Oh, cari tanah. Mana satu pun nak ni?
Kat belakang tu.
Tu ha?
Ha.
Oh, kalau tanah yang tu, itu pakcik punya.
Nah, pakcik punya ke?
Oh, tu.
Saya nakkan tanah tu boleh tak?
Esok boleh tak? Pakcik sibuk hari ni.
Oh, boleh. Mrs. Tan, this is the one you asked me to search for last time. It's very good because it's very soft and really good for mining.
Wow, it's very good, Mr. Smith. I like it very much.
So, I need you to stand here, then the land will be yours.
Alright. Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Mrs. Tan, this is the land grant I promised to give it to you. All the agreements are registered under your name.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. I'm very satisfied with your work. Hope to meet you again. And don't forget, I promise to give you 1% from my sales to you. Hi, I'm Mr. Tan.
I'm representative from Kapung's company.
Miss, your company will take over all my responsibilities, including my promise to Smith.
Tan, you can take over this.
Great. But has he agreed to this decision? He will agree. After all, he is only waiting for 1% payment, and the company will pay him once the production begins. The rest are required. The company shall pay Smith as promised. Alright.
I can't believe you refusing to pay me 1% royalty after all the work I did.
Smith, please calm down. We have explained our position.
Calm down. I already raised my time, my expertise, and now you just want to take the money for free.
Yes, we understand your frustration, but the work was done before any agreement was formalized.
That's ridiculous, Kapung. You asked me to do it. You knew I expected to be paid.
You never said you couldn't do compensation.
You never said I would compensate. That's the difference. I do the work, Kapung work it, and I get nothing. That's not fair, Kapung. That's not fair.
Smith, arguing won't help. I think we can discuss this professionally.
Professional? I've been professional for the whole life. If you don't pay more personality after this, I will take the due card.
Okay, we'll see.
See you.
proceed. Counsel for the plaintiff.
Your Lordship, Smith carried out prospecting work at Kupung's request. There was always an understanding that he would be paid.
Paid how?
A 1% royalty, Your Lordship.
With respect, there is no agreement at that time. The work was done. Any promise come later, then make it past consideration.
Mr. Smith, why did you do the work in the first place?
Because Kepong asked me to, and I intended to be free, Your Lordship.
Was Kepong over the expected payment?
Yes, there was something from the start.
Expectation alone doesn't create the contract.
But the work was done at Kupung's request with an implied promise of reward.
I see. So the real issue is whether the past service can amount to valid consideration. I will deliver my decision. The court found out that the work was carried out at Kepong request and it was understood that Smith would be rewarded. The promise of a 1% royalty is therefore enforceable. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Hello semua guys, kembali ke dalam channel Sembang-Sembang Fakta. Dan hari ni kita ada satu kes yang sangat-sangat complicated. Berdasarkan kes yang kita boleh rasa sangat penting lah untuk budak-budak law sana untuk belajar benda ni. Okay, dan orang yang baru untuk channel ni, jangan lupa like, subscribe dan share guys. Tekan sikit butang notification tu, korang tak lepas sendiri. Okay, basically kita dah tahu kan apa yang kita nak buat pada hari ni. Dan lain-lain tak bukan kita akan perkenalkan kita punya guest-guest kita pada hari ini.
I'm Smith.
I'm Mr. Tan and I'm the judge.
Okey, baiklah Mr. Smith. Sebagai seorang yang kita boleh kata victim lah dalam kes ni kan, boleh tak Mr. Smith beritahu sikit overview macam mana kes ni bermula, apa outcome kes ni?
Mesti lah boleh kan? Bukan tak boleh kan?
Betul.
Jadi, facts of the case ni, mulanya masa Smith tahu. Smith ni, dia tolong Tan cari permit dekat tanah lah, nak buat permit tu kan. Lepas tu, masa dapat tanah tu, Tan cakap kalau sebabkan Smith dah carikan tanah, dia akan bayar 100% royalty sebab dia dah tolong kan. Lepas tu, tiba-tiba masa Tan bagi Kepong take over untuk permit tanah tu, Smith datang sebab tuntut 100% royalty tu. Tapi tiba-tiba Kepong kata nama Smith tak ada dalam kontrak sebab kontrak lama tu tak ada nama Smith. Lepas tu Smith macam tak puas hati lah. Sebab tu dia bawa kes tu ke mahkamah. Masa kat mahkamah pun dia menang. Dan kontrak tu diperbarui dan nama Smith pun ada dalam tu. Jadi saya rasa tu bad practice.
Alright Mr. Tan, moving on to you, what actually the legal issue in this case actually? Can you explain more about that?
So the main legal issue in Smith and Kepong 1968 was whether Smith could claim the 1% royalty based on Tan's original promise, even though Smith was not a party to the earlier contract, and whether that promise was supported by valid consideration under Malaysian contract law.
Alright, I see about that. Well, for your honour, what can you give us the actual judgment of this case?
So the judgment in the Privy Council decision held that Smith was entitled to enforce the agreement. The contract Malay States Ordinance 1950 allow broader recognition of consideration than English law, meaning Smith's contribution was valid. The doctrine of privity did not bar Smith's claim because the ordinance permit enforcement by a third party who had provided consideration at the promissory request. Kepong was therefore
bound to honor the 1% commission agreement.
Okay guys, itu sahaja untuk episode kita kali ini. Kalau nak kes-kes yang lain, guest-guest yang lain, boleh komen dekat bawah. Jangan lupa tekan butang notification ya guys. Okay, itu sahaja untuk episode kali ini. Assalamualaikum.
Hello, it's me again. So basically, to summarize all, Kupang Prospecting LTD and Smith 1968 is basically a landmark case formulation contract law dealing with privity of contract, consideration and also enforceability of agreements. The dispute arose from mining rights and a promise to pay a commission, and the Privy Council ultimately upheld Smith's right to enforce the agreement. So this is the end of our video. I hope you guys can understand how the application of consideration was implied. So if you guys have any confusion, please leave a comment below. Bye!